Hey there, we are unpacking. I am unpacking the small share for the first week of September. Let's see, I'm super excited to have this again, some fennel. So for the fennel, what you want to do is separate the bulb, this part, from the fennel leaves or the fennel fronds. And so the bulb can go in a plastic bag and that can go into your refrigerator for a week or two. And then the leaves, you want to keep in a wet paper towel and keep those moist in your fridge. And then you can use those just like you would an herb. Super delicious. We've got some slicer tomatoes this week. I think a mix of slicer and heirloom tomatoes. And those can get kept just right on your counter. You want to keep those at room temperature. And yeah, some nice looking tomatoes. So yeah, these are your slicers, these are your heirlooms. I know there's some recipes for salsas in the newsletter this week. You might want to use those for. We've got box of cherry tomatoes. These can actually go in the refrigerator, otherwise they'll ripen too quickly. We've got some peppers. Whoops. Those you want to keep in the veggie drawer of your refrigerator. Some beans. These you want to try to use up as quickly as possible. These can just go into your fridge in the plastic bag until you're ready to use them. A really nice mix of yellow and green beans. I'm gonna steam these tonight for dinner. Nice cucumber that can go into the veggie drawer of your refrigerator. And then we've got a nice bunch of cilantro and some tomatillos. So the thing that you can do that's really delicious with tomatillos is make a nice salsa verde, and I know there's a recipe for that also in the newsletter. So this is actually a little salsa verde pack with also an onion. So the onion you want to store somewhere cool and dry, and the tomatillos, and a jalapeno that can go in the veggie drawer of your refrigerator. And then the tomatillos can also go into the veggie drawer of your refrigerator. And so I know there's a recipe in the newsletter. I think this will make a half batch of that. So check that recipe out. Salsa verde is super delicious. And the cilantro can also be used in that to keep the cilantro as fresh as possible. I always like to take the rubber band off, otherwise it gets kind of seems to get kind of rotten around where you have the rubber band on if you leave it on in your refrigerator. So take that off and then stick it in a mason jar of water, just like an inch or two of water, and then that can go into your fridge and that'll stay nice and fresh for like up to a week. So enjoy!